Practice got moved to that Catholic school up in Hazeldale, Kingsway, and then to noon, so it's like 8:51, and it was like, I'm gonna have coffee last night, so I slept in a little bit till 8 o'clock. Man, that's late. Morning. It's time for practice. I'm still in Beaverton. I have to drive up there. It's like 10:45 right now, but with like 40 minutes drive to get there. So, Aaron actually did wake up early, but so his parents didn't want to go to breakfast that late. Like after 2. Breakfast. Lunch. I'm losing my mind. So we canceled the lunch with them. That being said, since we canceled the lunch, Aaron is not coming with me because, one, it's at Kingsway and there's no covered stand, so we'd have to sit in the car if it rained. And it's just boring for 2 hours. I mean, it's been boring unless he's absolutely out able to film, which if it rains, then it sucks to film. And if it's not raining, then he has to film. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, I'm leaving the house now. Milliken. Oh. And so, yeah, hopefully since it's my closer in, more people will show up. The chat's gone a little crazy this morning, so that's good. I did my Star Trek stuff. And then I did the high leg kickies to get everything popped and whatnot. As I cut back on my chiropractic and whatnot. But it's generally loosened things up. So I'm going to try to give a synopsis after practice in the car because I won't be able to film much. I need music. Well, I got here a smidge early. It's 11:30, not noon. Apparently there's an organized flag thing going on. Kind of feel a little awkward walking over there because I brought my shoulder pads. I figured I'll just bring everything all the time. Right? Don't be one of those guys. So the unfortunate news is that I will not be able to get to a game. Willie has a bye this week, so we're not necessarily having too much of an issue because I won't be able to see his game. But the Sentinels are playing the Cavaliers over at Hare at noon in 30 minutes. And I'd rather be at practice than go watch a game. Well, the Sentinels have a lot of Cobras on them, but the thing is that I'd rather be at practice than watching it. Does that make sense? Go around and beat the other side. I'm losing track because I'm vlogging. It's very windy. I should only take one of my coconut waters. I got 2, one for before and one for after. I want to get a big one, but that didn't happen. Of Zico, so I wound up getting the body armor. At least it's 8 or 9 man flag, not the 4 man that I would do with Nick. Huh. Well, I'll see you guys here. I'm gonna get stuff packed away, sorted out in my pockets and stuff. Where's my what time is it? 2:51. Who did I miss a call from? What, Aaron?
Your location, which might mean it's off, or it might mean the battery's dead, or Google's just not doing it. But I'm probably gonna hit the nature part, walk around a bit. When you are leaving, or when you get this, or when you get home, or whatever, give me a text or a call or a message.
So practice just got out. I didn't spend much time talking, just getting the cleats on and walking back out here. It went longer than expected. Delay in the Bluetooth, so I'm just sending the message. Anyways. Yeah, a lot of time passed. Because I ended up sneaking a pick on the goal line. They all ran stop routes. Because we had 5 wide. And I was being corner. I want to be freaking linebacker, but the guys from Aberdeen are like, we're linebackers. And, you know, they're big and husky and linebackers. So I'm checking. Okay, Aaron has checked that message. What is going on? Someone wanted a shout out. I inspire me. I'm not trash talking you. I'm just can't even read half that message right now because whatever. I got a message back here from Aaron. Oh, that was the most formal, that's saying something, practice I've ever had. It was great to have Gunner here, Malcolm here. Again, I was playing corner. I know it was put in position, but I'm so much happier at linebacker. Next practice, we're apparently going to be here at Kingsway more. So yeah. And apparently something happened with Ridgefield. I don't know, their drums. I should probably ask over the group chat what's going on. Yeah, Danny wrecked his ankle. Not like wrecked his ankle, but like, oh, my knee's bleeding. Theo's got to stop tackling. I'm losing track of stuff. That was 3 hours. And no backups. I mean, Danny went down. Ty decided to chat halfway through practice. I think that was halfway through practice. This is going to be one of those days where I go stupid. I get it. You just posted something. What? Haha. Sorry. People on Instagram. Can I drive? I got like post-practice stupid. I've been here for 5 minutes. Oh, let me turn off the Bluetooth so I can actually get an idea what Nick is talking about. Yeah, oh, he's watching the Sentinels Cavs game. And I have like poor reception, so it's downloading each video on Snapchat. Notice he didn't come watch Willie's game because they're still fighting. His dog is passed out. Oh no, she's rolling. She's just rolling. It's crap.
Look at this crazy fucking chick.
One of the Sentinels got ejected. They told him to get off the sideline. Well, they have weird rules. I gotta get home so we can eat something. Because I've just got coconut water, which has a little bit of sugar in it, and that's gonna last me. So I'm sitting here in a stupor. Aaron's doing garbage stuff. Bomber posted, who knows how to work on quads and wants to learn me? I'm like, bro, they're quads. How do you know how to work quads? Like,
Can I just say that's like one of my pet peeves in language? Learn me something.
so I commented, I was like, in my after practice stupor, I read this as like quadriceps, not quad bikes. Because I had to open up the comments. I was like, bro, you can't be that broken and old. Like, you're only like 2 years younger than me. You know how to work quads. You've been to the gym. Oh, quad bikes. That makes more sense. But yeah, Aaron's got a... Oh, that shelf is gone.
Yep, I think it's price manipulation.
No, because that was at 1090. It's now currently at 1089.995. I'm thinking it went up to the point and everything sold.
Check the log. Sidebar.
I'm looking.
There would be a giant number.
There's a 26, a 16, a 13, a 10.
But no 1,000.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah. They've been putting in 1,000 or 2,000.
Okay. Anyways, great. Now I have to end notifications on that, or everyone's going to keep talking to him, and I'm going to get notifications for everyone. Trying to be all redneck on Bomber. That's kind of his thing. He called himself Bomber. His name's actually Brian. But I can see as that's a pretty common name. Plus his last name is the German word for tree, Baum. Oh, I saw a lady, and I almost like wanted to, I saw a lady somewhere, and I think she had the name on of Zhalen or Zahlen. And I was like, I want to ask her how she pronounces that. And I just didn't, because Zahlen in German is like payer. I am paying the bill sort of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah. But it's entirely possible that over the years it's just been pronounced like Zahlen. Because that's how we would look at it. That's a 1094. Now there's a cell shelf. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, just itching so much. Well, it looks like the rain finally came in. We went to Olive Garden. It's not focusing right because it's so dark out and I don't know where to find my face. They've just picked it up. I'm walking out of Olive Garden with a breadstick. Oh, I had to hide the car, kind of. It seems like to hide the car, but I didn't actually hide the car. I just found a parking spot. So, Aaron had it when we ordered out. What did you have this time? I had the lasagna and I had the chili because I need meat and fat and cheese and I need everything.
Yeah. I had the stuffed pasta that's gnocchi and chicken and really fluffy gnocchi.
Well, it's because it's stuffed. Usually gnocchi is a
little denser.
Because it's like solid potato. Got to talk to Minnesota Alex. I realize I've got two Alexes I talk about, but one of them is mostly just Minnesota Alex. There's that Alex that's on Willie's team also. But usually I'll say, anyways. I have like 6 breadsticks, lasagna, chili, a little sugar shooter thing at the end. I feel so bad because it's sort of like they're trying to take themselves seriously, but they're basically Italian Denny's, and I treat them like Italian Denny's, especially after practice. I was like, can I get free? I'm like, I want lasagna. Okay. Kind of soup? Chili. You want cheese on it? My brain always goes, who doesn't put cheese on chili? I think I said that once, and I think we were with someone else, and they're like, lactose intolerant people. I'm like, I don't care. You still put cheese on chili. Onions, okay, sure. People don't like raw onions, but it's going to be fun taking these leggings off. Got a little hole in it. Every time I graze it, there's like shooting pain going through my skin. And a little bit of blood. That's what happens when you're tackling people during two-hand touch. Because you get... And that's the thing. I realized that there was an animal in me after I tackled Danny that way. Because we had no helmets and it was a mud pit. And I threw him to the ground. He even brought that up the first time I did it. Because like the guy is a tight end. He caught the ball and I grabbed onto him. And the thing is, this like Gronk, he didn't go anywhere. And I just like spun around him. Like one of the, like, ah! He didn't even move. But then I just like pulled my legs up and I was trying to pull him down. But I slipped off. Because I was like, oh, because I realized, oh shit, I'm trying to tackle. I shouldn't do that. And then Danny at the time was like, see, he doesn't go down as easy as I do. I'm like, that's not something you should be taking pride in, Danny. But anyways, and then there's like 2 more times after that. And there would have been a 4th one, but Ty was like, no, he doesn't play chicken very well.
Who was it that sent you the message? I'll be straight.
Oh, Danny.
Does he?
Yep. Yeah, he knows.
He knows?
Yeah. Danny is...
He knows that he's making innuendo?
Yep. No, he knows. He doesn't dawn on him, but when I bring it up, he's like, oh, that sort of thing.
Okay.
So, like, where we've got Willie, who's at that, like, total bro, you know, you're my guy, bro, yada, yada. It doesn't matter, gay, straight, whatever. Yeah. And then there's a bunch of guys on the team that are like, oh, you're gay. Okay, cool. Oh, you made a weird joke. Haha, guess that's cool. Like, they don't really know how to take some jokes. Wait. Or they're like, oh, like what I did at the tryout. I want this video to make money, so I'm trying not to use some of those words. Unlike what Joe Santagato did in his last video. Although, I gotta give it to him. I would probably use the same terms too. And that's where most of the other guys are. Then there's like that little like half step down where there's sort of maybe even a slight intolerance, but they're just like, they know it's that level where they can stuff it for public goods, but they're just sort of like, Usually those of the more religious convictions do that. And then there's people like Benson who are just absolutely homophobe. And there's like 4 people I've run across in all of the teams that are just that bad. But Danny's in like midway in the pro. Like he's like, oh yeah, cool, ha. I make a joke and he laughs and he gets it and he knows I don't mean it. And that's part of the thing is he knows I don't mean it to him. That's why when he said, oh no, because anyways, I'm rattling. I gotta get home. What's funny is it just looks so dark out and that's winter for you. It looks so stupid dark out. And it's like 6. Oh, getting the leg work in. Everything's. Almost fall backwards there. I'm only doing every other step. Usually I can run up 3. I can barely walk up every other step. Oh, do not burp up lasagna. That wasn't fun. Oh, I didn't swing by and get a coconut water. Oh well, I'll just cramp all to hell tonight.
I mean, you've had, what, 32 ounces of coconut water? You're probably good on potassium.
No, the body armor stuff is like half the amount of in.
How much potassium do you normally get per day?
With or without a coconut water?
With.
With? Over my recommended daily amount.
Without?
Very, very under. And this is like moderate so, and that's. He's trying to rationalize not going back out.
No, I'm trying to tell you that you've had 2 coconut waters, even if they're the crappy ones.
So, I'm gonna get these leggings off and might play some WoW. It's Burning Crusade week.
Ooh.
So I can stupid DPS on somebody while Aaron tanks Black Morass or something. Yeah, I know. I'm tired of Black Morass. I liked it when it would actually take a while and we were like borderline having
Yeah,
to like
when it was a challenge, it was fun.
when we were like when it was a super challenge, no, that was a bad idea. But like later, like when we had like tier 5 gear or even tier 6, it was still pretty cool because you know, you could go in and like the portals would somewhat be opening next to each other. And you're like, oh, okay, we're kind of pushing this a little bit. And now, but now with like time walking, they're like, we're supposed to help you feel like living the thing. No, that Black Morass is nothing like it was.
No.
I'm half tempted to think I could solo that Black Morass in time walking.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably could.
Because it's so neutered. I'm using that term a lot. It's a very apt term, but if it were 11:40 at night, I'd say they were drunks, but it's 6:15. So they could be on their way to go getting drunk. What are you doing with the speaker?
Playing with it, feeling it.
That's not going in the vlog. That's cold coffee from yesterday. And yes, I do have some bumps and bruises on my legs. Good. Not a big old gash on my knee, but it was definitely enough to cause some bleeding. Put some OxyClean on my tights and I threw them in the wash last night, so hopefully. The moment I sprayed it, it was like, I'm like, good, fresh blood. We ended up getting a coconut water last night, but not through Amazon Prime. We just wound up going to the store because Amazon Prime doesn't deliver that late at like 7:45 at night. I was like, what? Per Prime Now, not Prime. So we wound up going to Freddy's anyways, but while we were like browsing through Prime Now, I found the 2015-2016 ASFAB for Dummies. For those of you that may not know, the ASFAB is like your intro personality intelligence exam that you take to get into the military. Now here's the thing, I can maybe understand buying that book because you kind of need to understand the test a little bit before you go in, or you could get like a test anxiety and royally flunk it. But it's an out-of-date version, but I can buy it for $18 and get it in 2 hours. And I don't understand that, considering that book costs as much as my protein powder, which we probably would have ordered anyways, but since it didn't come, we have to get that later at the store. Had to make sure I got not freezing water pouring into this thing. I mean, I do try to get colder, like cold tap water. Tepid, I guess is the term, to go through this. I don't know why. My dad like drilled it into me somehow that the different temperature of water can make out the coffee difference. Pretty much in order to get it up through that pipe, it's got to be the same temperature. So that's what I don't get. But it also saves on our hot water because it's already going to heat it. I don't have to worry about it. I mean, it probably could make it a bit faster since the water was already hot and the coffee maker doesn't have to heat it up. So it can start spitting, but it's already spitting through it right now. People have superstitions. I've literally watched people play Pokemon Go and then, like, they'll catch a Pokemon and then they'll go. And I was like, why are you doing that? Like, it's superstition. I was like, that doesn't work. They're like, I knew it doesn't work. It didn't even work on the other version of Pokemon when I tried it, but it just seemed to work. I'm like, you have a superstition over a video game that involves you tapping the screen in a certain pattern? He's like, well, yeah, it's a reverse star. I'm like, did Willie send a video? He did.
Excuse me, sir. We are fucking bees. Caterpillars. Fuck caterpillars. Alright? That's propaganda. That's fake news. Fuck butterflies.
Okay. Alright, that... I need to respond to that. Alright, no, just telling y'all that Aaron's awake. He's reading Lock Mercenary. And, I just got a comment. This is like the 5th one on the single Trek Tuesday video. Here it is. This is my vacuum.
There are many like it.
There are many like it, but this one is mine. It is a Bissell. See? Clean Air Helix. Clearview Helix. I haven't taken the sticker off. It's 12 amps. It's so old. When did I get this thing?
I think you've had it the entire time I've known you.
No, I remember we bought it at a Best Buy and it was on the super cheap. I think it was when we moved here because the other one was dying.
Oh.
We may have got it when I got my back check.
Could be.
And I wanted one just like that and stuff because I had the last one that was very similar, but...
Yeah, years.
Years.
Many, many years.
Yeah, that's the vacuum. Just to satisfy all these questions, I guess. I know Tina Preston, Brent Watt, you guys ask about the vacuum. There's the vacuum. It's got like 7 filters on it, as well as it's got like the Helix Cyclone filter. It's got one at the bottom of the... It's got a foam one that wraps around a HEPA filter that then has an ionizer past that one. Then that goes through the engine, which then goes out through another HEPA filter. So yeah, that's my vacuum. I'm going to the gym now to do legs. You're going to keep reading webcomics and check on your cryptocurrencies, right?
Yeah.
All right. One of our favorite people's at Mods, she's like, oh, so is this like a thing you're doing now? Because I got the thick crust pizza, and I'm like, no, and I had to explain what happened yesterday, and she goes, oh, I can totally understand. I'm like, uh-huh. Yeah, I was telling Willie when I was at the gym, he didn't go with me, he has to do a couch thing with his parents. When you live with your parents, you kind of turn into a little slave after a while. I mean, free rent and all sort of thing. So,
Yeah, if you live with your parents and you have to pay rent and you're a slave, not good.
unless it's a discounted rent. Like if you're staying with your parents and paying like only $200, then that's different. But that I was telling Willie that I was like, yeah, so apparently I was like, you know, with the 3 tackles yesterday, and then the joke of, I would have been 4, but Ty stiff-armed me, yelling at me, we're all not supposed to be tackling today. It's still, I'm like, okay. I'm like 3 other people, well, yeah, whatever. So, but I was just like, it doesn't really matter, because I'm giving everything at practice. It's to the point where I'm like exhausting myself that I don't think to not tackle. Right?
Yeah? And that's probably not a good thing.
What? Oh, why?
Because you're tackling when you're not supposed to tackle.
Yeah, I know.
It means that there might be some situation, and yes, this is how my brain classifies things. There might sometime be some situation where you're not supposed to do something for a safety reason, aside from tackling, and you forget not to, and you or someone else gets injured.
Yeah, but we've been through this in after fashion before, because it's like, I understand that football is like incredibly dangerous, even more so in your mind. I get it. And I just, after fashion, I kind of ignore stuff, because I know that you're playing like super helicopter mom about this, and I'm just like, I wasn't throwing anybody to the ground,
Good.
but I definitely, use my body weight to pull them to the ground. I mean, that's still technically a tackle, but I wasn't boom and like hitting them super hard, and like shoulder checking them. I wasn't doing that. I was just wrapping up and kind of rugby tackling them. But it's still the fact that, I kind of laughed that Ty got scared that it was going to happen. I'm like, dude, you're wearing a helmet. I'm not going to blast you in the shoulder and knock you backwards, but you apparently think I'm going to. I better not move. We got a child right there.
Yeah.
So you read more on your book this morning?
Yep. I'm now one chapter back from caught up on Ward.
Uh-huh. How'd your little currency things do?
It's going good. Ethereum's still going up, so I have purchase orders in for tiered levels in case I don't see it falling and it falls fast.
Yeah, if it bottoms out to like 800 and then bops back up, you're gonna have like what, 4 orders fire off?
Yeah.
Because you have 1100, 1900, 800, and then you have like the just in case 700, which is the rest of everything.
Yeah.
But if it bottoms out, or if it like boom to like 795, goes
And
like
comes back up, I made a bunch of money.
yeah, and then shoots back up to wherever it's at right now. You said 1200.
Almost.
Then you're probably like, you know what? I'm gonna sell because it just jumped back up, and I'm gonna put those orders back in again.
Yeah.
So, there's that. We're off to the.
Because that's one of the things that currencies are doing now. The cryptocurrencies will be for no explainable reason.
You find out the reasons for big big dips, like big dips that hold it down for a while and then it bounces back up. Usually you have a reason. Like there was that one with the South Korean currency. They stopped doing stuff on the exchanges, and that's what crashed. But it was like it crashed all of them. It was like Bitcoin and Litecoin and Ethereum all at the same time.
Yeah.
Whereas each of them has their own little like hiccups every once in a while.
Yeah, when they're all at the same time, it's like, okay, something real world happened.
Whereas I always think when it dips like that, someone was trying to manipulate the market and it accidentally went through.
Thinking that makes me happy.
It makes you happy. That like, oh god, it's at like 1300. Let me put 2000 Ethereum on here and scare everyone at like 1350. And then like, here's the big sell. And then all of a sudden it goes to 1360 and they sell all this stuff and it just goes, pew. Which then the person's like, oh god, and then they buy, and I mean, they've made a lot of them.
Yeah, they made money off it, but still.
Yeah. Anyways, we're off to the store. Do we know everything we need? You might need to pick up protein powder for me. It's near the end of the month. We know how my finances go.
Yeah. But yeah, aside from that, I'm good.
So, let's see here. There's the sound of one of the things at electronics. When we were looking for the pillows, one of those was going off. And I was like 7 minutes went by before you came back and we walked away and this sound was still going. And Matt was like, apparently they don't care about loss. I'm like, yeah. They do it at our Best Buy too. They just sort of let these things just alarm for whole minutes. So, naan, bread, yogurt, tiny. Sorry, I really was just walking.
I thought you were walking a little faster.
Well, I didn't want to.
I understand why you slowed down.
Enchilada seasoning. I'll pick up taco seasoning later. Protein powder. Monday. Do you have a Monday?
Well, I thought I had fajitas.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't plan on doing that because, like I said, I got that fajita stuff, but I had no idea when to eat it.
Shall we head away from the really annoying sound?
True. I kind of started tuning it out because it's not too high into my register that it was annoying or hurting. So I was just walking away from where everyone was being futzy and stuff in the grocery area. Is there something else I need? No, I was just thinking whether or not Freddy's actually... What is that thing that we were thinking of? That were like, Freddy's probably only has like one of them and there are not even that many options. Because last night we looked it up.
I know. It's not keyboards.
Something in home. Let's get out of the direct line. That sound, at least. Oblong casserole set. We were browsing it on the Amazon Now Prime thing. Yeah, because we found it on... We found it by just sort of like looking through it, not necessarily searching for it.
Yeah. And it was on like page 4 or what.
Of something. But it was definitively in like housewares. Because we were finding like all these things. It was just like, I need a $4,000 television delivered right now!
It wasn't the For Dummies book, was it?
No. No, this was definitely something that I was like, oh no, it was something at Bed Bath & Beyond that they were... That's why I was thinking it was in Home, because it would be in Bed Bath & Beyond. And you said it was, and then you looked at it locally and it was at Kohl's. Probably in your Google history. You've Googled a lot of things.
Yes. Many, many things. Many of these were from my computer.
Yeah, like I said, I remember it was something at Bed Bath & Beyond. And you said there would be one at Kohl's, and I was like, of course there'd be one at Kohl's.
Massager.
Oh, it's a neck massager! What would that be?
Maybe.
Sure, I think a neck massager will be right next to plasma TVs. I'm like, it's the same place we'll find toasters. Maybe it's over with toasters. Could be used as a stirring rod, I guess. Weight Watchers? No, that's towel. I would just be tickled if, like, coffee makers, neck massagers. I was like, this is my aisle. It's not. I mean, this is. Because it's like, let's make protein shakes. Let's drink coffee. No, they don't actually have our coffee pot here. Or do they? Just not on display. Mr. Coffee, 12 cup, single thing. How much is it? Not $12. That's the replacement carafe.
Probably 20 then.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, 20 right there. This is the black one. But, yeah, whereas there's a... Now Keurig has to start saying hot, because apparently Keurig sells a cold or something. I don't know why they're specifying hot. Morning. The Grammys were on last night, and aside from my social justice warrior friends on Facebook, not really much anyone had to say anything about it. Strange. Maybe I've cut enough of the drama out over the last year to not see it anymore. But we've been doing the Shannara thing on the Netflix.
Yeah.
Because it came about. Like, I figured something was up because I heard a bunch of people like, I can't believe they canceled it. And I'm like, things get canceled. I'm like, this is a fairly decent show. It doesn't seem to have too fairly big of a special effects budget that I know of. So, I don't see why another network can't pick it up, especially if it's like super popular. I mean, like the Sci-Fi Channel could pick that up.
Or Netflix.
Or Netflix could pick it up, but I'm saying the Sci-Fi Channel. This most recent one aired on Spike.
Yeah.
It was on MTV, then it got moved to Spike. Why not the Sci-Fi Channel pick it up? Maybe the Sci-Fi Channel is too. I've sold out everything. Like, because I was watching Thor last night, waiting for air and waiting to start the Shannara stuff, and like every time the Sci-Fi Channel had like their own personal commercials on, I was like, this is terrible. I feel dirty watching these Sci-Fi Channel commercials. Because they're like super trying. And it's just not happening. I love how because of the rain and stuff, that pool looks super full.
Yeah.
And then they got the barbecue wall in the way. Anyways, so we've got... So like I'm not sure how many more, like, does this have 8 or 10 episodes? Because it seems shorter than even what I call short.
I don't know, I didn't check how many episodes it has.
We seem to be hitting that crux point, because I don't think the Warlock Lord's going to be rolling around for too terribly long.
No.
I mean, if anything, the Warlock Lord may get summoned at the season finale, and then they'll have to deal with him the entire... Because they kind of set him up a little bit more than the Dagdamor. They've got... And they could probably keep him around because they've got to do more story. And that's probably why people are like, why'd you cancel it? I'm thinking maybe that's why. It's because they put it on a severe cliffhanger of sorts. But I was watching Aaron doing his time walking stuff with BC, and he goes, that wasn't fun while watching Dahlia. And I look over to the other screen, I went, Eep, oh wait, that scale is not as big as I think it is.
Yeah,
I understand it was a big drop, but it was like a $30 drop.
It was a $100 drop.
Oh.
You were looking at the next column.
Well, no, I was looking at the big one. I was trying to get the thing, because the thing is, to me, when I'm looking over at the ticks on the side, it's like 1278, and then the next one down is 1268.2576. And I'm like, these ticks make no logical sense. They're just perfectly, what is?
They make complete logical sense.
They make complete
logical
logic
number of ticks.
because they're a perfect percentage of the total thing. It's just that they'll come out with like the weirdest things. I'm like, I don't like.
And it
just,
only shows whole dollar amounts as far as I can see.
It's still, they're really weird numbers. So,
Yeah.
and your screen is so small. I'm like, these numbers are so.
I can't zoom.
Oh, okay. As I sit here, I'm like, I'm trying to read this, and I'm like, even my eyes are having trouble reading that tiny.
Part of why I'm putting together a page that has larger charts on it and multiple charts, because generally I don't care about the place where my orders are or the depth chart thing. I just want, what's the history been? And I want to be able to read it.
Okay. Aaron Stream should be coming soon.
Bye.